Hi guys, Shannon with an I here and welcome to Contouring 101. Starting with just my foundation and brows on, I'm going to use the Pyrenees Contour Concealer in a shade slightly lighter than my foundation underneath my eyes, around my mouth where I have darkness, on my jawline and on my forehead. I'm now blending that out with the small kabuki brush from the Glamore Cosmetics 10-piece luxury brush set. I'm using the buffing brush for maximum coverage and precision of application, and notice that I am going right up to the lash line, right into the inner corner of the eye where we mostly have darkness, and I'm also bringing it up past the edge of my eyebrow towards the top of my ear for a lifted effect. I'm now blending that out with a dampened makeup sponge. Doing that picks up any excess product that remains on the skin so you have a less cakey effect, and the damp sponge really does help to give a more natural finish. So this is where we are with just foundation and concealer, and now we move on to baking. Baking is the process where we use loose powder and press that into the skin on the areas that we want to highlight, leaving that there to bake for a little while. I'm using a white powder, and if you have a darker skin tone than me, you may want to consider something with a bit more of a yellow undertone. While we allow the powder to sit and bake on the skin for a while, I'm going to use the Pyrenees contouring palette to begin contouring using this angled buffing brush from Glamore Cosmetics, the same set as earlier. When contouring your cheek, you want to find the actual cheekbone and apply the contour just underneath the actual cheekbone, on your jawline, on your temple, and if you have a tall forehead like I do, on the top of the forehead, otherwise only on the sides of the forehead if you have a shorter forehead than I do. Next, using this fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm using the same contour shade, going down the sides of the nose and over the edges of the nose to give the nose definition so it doesn't just look like a white blob on my face. Next, using this domed, very soft powder brush, I'm gently sweeping away the excess powder that's been baking on the face. Next, using the slightly more precise brush from the same set and the bronzer shade in the palette, I'm sweeping that across the tops of the cheeks, just above where we applied the contour, and all around the perimeters of my face. This brings everything together and gives it a more natural appearance. You'll see that I'm doing that down the sides of my face, and don't forget to blend this down your neck as well. Personally, I like to use what's left over on the brush over the top of my nose and on the tops of my cheeks as well for even more natural effect. And moving on to highlighter, everyone's favorite part. Using this small brush from the very same set and applying the highlighter to the tops of the cheeks, underneath the arch of the brow, above the arch of the brow and down the bridge of the nose to highlight and bring forward those areas. Highlighting the inner corner of the eye also helps to give a much more fresh and awake appearance. Then we move on to buffing everything together with the same brush we used to sweep the powder away originally. And what do you think? With or without? Leave a comment down below and let us know. Thank you for watching.